The last finalist from Group C is Rounak Mishra from Krishna Public School, Nava, Raipur. Can we please clap for him? Good morning, everyone. This is Rounak Mishra of KTS International Nava, Raipur. I am thrilled to present you an extraordinary idea that will break the gaps between humans and animals. Have you ever wondered how animals would communicate, how animals would talk if they know human language? Probably in your childhood. So let's dive into the topic. We experience different animal sounds in our surroundings. Our animal sound can be as loud and strong as a lion, and it can be as mild as a cow, and it can be as cute as a cat. But can we understand what the animals say to us? Obviously not. Why I'm asking this question? We cannot understand animals. We can because we humans, our voices have this zamin asman ka fark between animals with animals. Uh, but we humans have this million-year relationship with animals, so that we can understand their emotions by studying their vocalizations and body language. How? Let me take you to the next slide. The first sound will be a neutral dog sound, like bow, bow. And the second it would be a sad dog sound, where the dog is distressed and it would be like. And the third sound is of an angry dog, and it will be sound like something like that. So, in the first sound, we will experience that a dog produces a loud sound which is comparatively of a high frequency. But in the second sound, you have a high pitched sound which continuous, which is comparative, which is high pitch and in a repetitive succession. For example, I have told you the example, man. Then the third sound, the time interval between the voices of the dog, it should be considered. The interval should be considered. The shorter will be the interval. The angry will be the dog. So here I have made a demonstration of how would animals would means how would AI recognize animal voices. Means we are humans, we are living with animals from millions of years, we are very smart, so we can understand animals in some way or other. But how would AI will understand? It is introduced in recent years. So let's try to demonstrate it.
Okay, so as you can see, here is my code. So basically it will provide a glimpse of animal voice translator. So this model, AI model, will predict the animal emotion. I have used, as you can see, I have used some of the libraries like TensorFlow, Librosa, and OS. The OS will help us in accessing these files, which is located on my desktop. I have uploaded here. Okay, so let's quickly enter our voice, replace this with our file name. Okay, now let's quickly copy this and paste it right here. Let me replace this also. Okay, now let's quickly run the code. Now let's see it. As you can see, the code is executed. It will take some time, so let's quickly fast forward it. Okay, so as you can see, our model has predicted successfully the dog's emotion, and it is sad. Let's quickly take another file. Let's quickly take another file. Let's take 3. Okay, now let's again run it, and now you can see the code has again started to execute. Okay, as you can see, the dog's emotion is again sad. The file is again, the model is again predicting it's sad.
So, what do you think how animals would talk? Animals, unlike humans, they also produce sounds. Some animals produce ultrasonic sounds, and some animals produce infrasonic sound, and some animals produce sounds which we can hear. But the animals who produce ultrasonic and infrasonic sound, we cannot hear that. Uh, as you can see, different animals make sounds in different ways. Some animals make sound which we humans can't hear. Except that there are some insects like butterflies and ants which produces a chemical known as pheromones, which helps us to communicate them. Okay, so let me introduce to my presentation the major idea, the animal voice translator. So this device is made with machine learning algorithms. This will translate animal voices to understandable human voices, etc., etc., blah blah blah. But in a simple terms, if I have to explain it, it will simply translate the so-called the wow wow sound into something like "How are you, man?" It will translate something like meow, and it will be sound, and it will translate it like "Hey man, give me some food." So as you can see, this is my pet dog. Sometimes people call it my brother. So I have got this idea from him only while I was giving training to him when he was a learner, when he was a Nausicaa, I was giving training to him. So I realized a gap between animals and humans. I have realized that animals could not understand humans that properly, and we also could not understand animals that properly. So this made me to research on the topic, and I was amazed. I was shocked that how potential the devices, the technology have in the future. So this device will help us in understanding animal world more accurately, more properly. So how would we develop the animal sound translator? So first we have to research on that. We have to research on the current data which we have, the current things which have, so that we can provide acceleration towards our model. Next, we have data collection. We have to collect a large amount of data of different animals of a dog, cat, cow, horse, then another animal, etc. So next, we have to analyze the sound. In the analyze, we have to recognize the patterns of that sound, how they would produce the sound, and then we have to make a translation mapping of that. In the translation mapping, we will associate the sound to a particular meaning towards the particular emotions. Next, we have iterative learning. The model will continuously learn, will continuously improve itself so that it can produce more accurate results. Next, we have usefulness. Now, some of you must have been thinking that this device doesn't have any use, it is useless. But no, let me tell you that it has various uses. It has uses in veterinary medicines. It will help us in interact with animals more properly so that we can ensure that animals' health is most proper. Or we can ensure that we can ensure that animal medicines are properly making the animals cure. And next we have zoology and animal behavior studies. And next we have conservation and wildlife management. So, in the conservation and wildlife management, we'll interact with the endangered species and we will understand that requirements for which we can provide them a suitable environment in which they can make their population recovered. Next, yes. Next, we have animal welfare, agriculture, and entertainment industry. So, thank you. Overall, the Animal Voice Translator is a tough task to make, but with the advancements in artificial intelligence and machine learning, we can achieve it. And we have already started it by making our translator known as chat, citation, hearing and telemetry, which is used to translate dolphin whistles. So that's it. Thank you.